Hey guys, welcome to Red's Projects. Today, working on the XG ute once again. I want to get the radiator in, get all the hoses sorted, and get some water in it today. But before we get to that, I'm going to show you some footage from yesterday where I finished off the exhaust. Alright, GoPro's charged up. I've had something to eat, had a couple of drinks as well. So it's time to weld these V-bands on. So all I have to do, I'll tack those guys on, make sure they are level to each other, the same sort of angle, and then I'll take the exhaust off and weld it on the bench. It's 37 degrees in here at the moment. I've got the V-bands tacked exactly where I want them. So it's time to weld them. So enjoy the music. Alright, V-bands are all welded on, I'm happy with them. Now, a bad thing about TIG welding in this shed is that any little bit of breeze blows your gas away, so you have to close the window, got to turn the fan off, got to close all the doors so there's no breeze, because as soon as the wind comes in, like just a real gentle breeze, it blows the gas away and you get porosity and you end up with a shit weld. So that sucks because it's like 36 now, 36 degrees in here. And with no wind, it feels stupid hot and you just sweat your ass off and it's no fun. All right, now a question you might be thinking to yourself is, Red, why did you bother with 2 V-bands just for the tips? Which I could have just slid this straight into the muffler and tacked it in place. Well, I did that because I like to future-proof myself in case I want to change things. And if I have V-bands on there, I can just buy one more V-band and make pipes that go over the diff and possibly another muffler or whatever. So I can just bolt them straight on. And the other reason is, if I go to the drags, well, I will go to the drags. If I go to the drags and want to drop the mufflers, these will go straight onto my front pipes, like that. So that's the front pipe that comes off the header. Comes down and 45 goes down, dumps it down, doesn't heat the floor up. So that won't necessarily make any more power, but it will sound better, or louder anyway. So that's why I did that, and that's why I used 2 more V-bands for no real reason. All right, the exhaust is back on and finally it's done. I know I've said it's done a couple times, but it's really, really done now. I've got the V-bands on the back of the mufflers. Got the 45s on there, so the exhaust isn't just going straight into the diff, it's going down towards the ground, and those 45s can go up onto these V-bands if I want to make it louder and race it. So that's always an option. So unless I drive it and underload, it's obnoxiously loud, or if the mufflers burn in a bit more and they get louder or anything like that, this is how I want the exhaust to stay. So if it does get louder, I will make a pipes over the diff and another muffler or something, but for the moment, that's how it's going to stay, that's how I want it to stay. All right, now the welding's all out the way, let's talk about the cooling system a little bit. So this is just the standard 6-cylinder XG radiator. This thing had the 4-litre injected motor in it, and this layout of pipes seems to work a little bit better with the LS motor. So all I've done is made up these little stainless brackets. They're just riveted on and they've got like a cut-off bolt tigged on the bottom there. They locate with these AU fans I've cut up. So I've got a hole there, and if I grab this, it slides into there, which stops it from moving. And then all I've done is just drilled 2 little holes up here, and they locate onto the factory speed nuts for the cowl. So very easy. Just had to trim this a fair bit. Like, these had big brackets and stuff on the side, cut all them off, kind of give it a little bit of a notch around here, trim it just a bit, and you get it sitting nice. And these fans work awesome. So got those guys. So put the radiator in, and we'll talk about the hoses I had to use to make this work. Okay, bottom radiator hose is one of these ribbed flexible hoses. That's the part number there for it. So top radiator hose is an easy one. It's just a VZ Commodore LS1 hose. That's the part number for it. And it works great if you are keeping your expansion bottle, but I'm not. So I'm going to cut it and put a filler in it. Otherwise I've got no way to fill it up. There. All right, well there we go. Hoses are in, fans in, that's rigid as hell. There's just one more hose I forgot about, and that is the one that goes from the steam pipe to the radiator. And the issue is that's 10 mil, this is 6 mil. So this is the original hose here, which will go on that nicely. Then I'll run it underneath this one and turn it into there. But somewhere I need to go from 10 to 6, and you can buy a double-ended barb that is 10 one side, 6 the other side. So I need to get one of those, and then I'll probably put the join maybe over here or something, and then just run the 6 mil line to there. So I'll get that tomorrow or through the week sometime, and we'll come back to this probably next weekend. All right, I got the missing piece of the puzzle. Here's this little 6 mil to 10 mil barb, or 1/4 to 3/8. There's a part number there for it. So with this guy, I'll be able to join up the 2 lines. So I've got the 10 mil line coming off the radiator, and the steam pipe is 6 mil. So I'll quickly plumb that up, and then we'll put some water in it. All right, well, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. The water pump's leaking. All right, a bit bummed that the water pump was leaking. I really did want to have it full of water and run it for a decent amount of time, make sure a few things were all right and play with the carby a little bit, but that's life, I guess. So I'll get another water pump for it, and then maybe next weekend I'll do that. I'll fire it up and stuff. But
at least it gives me the opportunity this weekend to tidy up some of the wiring and plumbing and bits and pieces. So I'll work through that off camera, and hopefully next episode we'll run it a bit more and have a bit more fun with it. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.